So we get to Florida, and St. Petersburg, Florida is not what you normally take as Florida for people. It's not, I don't know, it's not, I'm not going to say Baywatch, that seems dated, but there's not these young little college co-eds running around, bouncing around, and getting gangbanged at night by who God knows who. It is where old people go to die. There were trailer parks there, but not, there were no tires on the top, there was no trash, old Chevelle up front, no burning garbage in bins. There were gardens and nice little picket fences. And it confused me, being an Alabama man, not to see meth being cooked in the backyard, but a cookout with family and friends and old people waiting to die. And we get there, and I see these things that catch me off guard a little bit. And the thing is, I did what every typical Alabama guy does. I get there, throw the stuff in the room, let's go to the beach, let's go to the beach. I walk out, I get waist deep, and I look around, and I'm like, there's sharks further on than this, we're not going any farther. What do we do now? And then I start looking around and think, where are the go-kart putt-putt golf places? There weren't any there, because this is where Florida people go to the beach. So we're there, it's not that bad. The family is, my girlfriend is the oldest of 6 siblings. The youngest of which are 14, 10, and 9. And I'm used to calm, collective home where it's not really all chaos. And all we get while we're there is, that blue Lego guy is mine! No, the red one is yours! The blue one's mine, I got it out of the pack! No, you're wrong, that is mine! And I understand the grief in this because whenever I was 9, you didn't touch my blue Lego guy. That was mine. If you did, I would fashion a dagger out of Legos instead of your little 9-year-old heart. That's just the rule of Legos. That's what you do. It's yours. You do not mess with another guy's Legos. But I've grown older since then. I'm now 25. And, you know, I have guns and real knives. And if you touch my blue Lego guy, I just hear you. So, the sad thing is I really do have blue Lego guys. Recently, I have... in celebration of World of Warcraft replaying again, I bought their Mega Blocks and put them on my shelves as a sort of shrine. It does get sad, and I do get laid, which blows my friend's mind. This is crazy. But, so we're there, we're with this family, it's kind of utter chaos. And we go to visit her grandpa, which if ever there was a voice of God on a TV series, a cartoon, it would be this man. These chaotic little munchkins running around. He says one word, they turn into good little Catholic boys sitting at the altar waiting for communion. I mean, it's really just a transformation. Even to the point when he was like, set the table. I hopped up, yes sir. You know, I'm set the table, I'm getting ready. He's like, you're a guest. You don't have to do that. I'm like, you know what? Hey, Jesus is here. We're just going to do this. Everything's well. And he proceeds to try to terrify me for being at the beach because I'm from Alabama. So he wants to have some fun. He's like, so, they warn you about the stingrays? I'm like, what killed Steve Irwin? Well, no, not that big. They just hit you in the heel, and a couple of them get you, and you have to go to the hospital, and they give you some medicine. It didn't pretty much ruin your week, so you got to do what's called the stingray shuffle. If you ever go to the beach, and you see a sign, I'm not kidding, they're there. Remember, do the stingray shuffle, or you do the stingray hop, and it shows a barb going through a guy's calf. So he proceeds to go from there, and talks about the barracudas. Now, barracudas to me is a little symbol on a t-shirt on the TV show at Nickelodeon, Legends of the Hidden Temple, where you did these fun little activities and you try to win this little thing. You got to go to an Aztec temple and try to beat the other team doing little quizzes and physical challenges. No, in reality, barracudas are these things, probably long as such, with mouths almost as long as them, that will rip your genitals off. And that's what he told me. They'll snatch your dick right off. Well, thanks, Gramps. That's pretty nice, you know. And the most terrifying thing, he actually told me was something called bluefish, and nobody probably knows about these things. There are these things that look like, I mean, they just look like a big fish, not a salmon exactly, but just something close. And they go in a group, and something agitates them, much like locusts, and they start ripping apart everything in their path. So, guess who's in the water the next day as a couple of fish come up and swim next to my ass? This guy, who thought it was a bluefish and became Jesus and walked on water back to the beach. This guy. And it was pretty fun though. I mean, but the thing is, like I said, there was no women out there, you know, walking around for eye candy. More of like leathery Sean Connery in retirement. Oh yes, he walks around to give you a ride, but you get sour. He went into a pirate there, didn't he? Sean Connery became an angry pirate. Yeah, these leathery guys just running around in speedos, junk running for the world, just going. I mean, like truly, like you put him in an easy bake oven for longer than you should, like the brownies. And they come out all bubbly and black. Yeah, that was this guy. So it was a fun trip. It was great. Her parents, though, still kind of give that look like, we know you live together, but you're not going to touch her while you're here. We're going to keep our daughter's purity while you're here. And I kind of, you're not stealing it, not in front of us. I kind of wanted to tell them that a thief came in the night and unlocked that thick a long time ago. But they don't like hearing about that. But they said very, very weird things while we were there. Like, yeah, everybody needs to try sex on the beach once. We won't do it again, but you need to try. And then goes into their love life, and you never want to hear anybody talk about that. But no matter what I said, her mother has this like nervous laugh. And whenever she's very uncomfortable, it's like, gives you the stare. And her dad always uses the word literally a lot. It literally was this big, and I literally was out there. And when you're around long enough, you start saying it too, and it drives you up the wall. To one, I kind of want to end it and be like, I literally just banged your daughter on the beach, chick and mate. But I don't know, it was a fun trip. And it was a good time. We went to a comedy club while we were down there. And I will steal this joke. I know you're not supposed to do that, but I've got the name of the performer, but he was talking about it. He was very old-fashioned one. Guy walks into a sperm bank, and he has a gun, mask on, and he goes up to the counter to where the woman is, and he looks at her and he's like, hold up. She looks at him and is like, sir, I think you're confused to where you're at. No, ma'am, I know exactly where I'm at. I go to the back and give me a cup of soup. She goes to the back, puts it down. There you go, sir. Take the lid off. Takes the lid off, pushes it to him. There you go, sir. Drink it. She looks at him and is like, well, sir, I think that's sort of a breach of morality with the job. I have a husband, I have kids, I don't think. I said, drink it. Okay, just get the gun out of my face. I'll drink it, I'll drink it, I'll drink it. Downs it like a shot, puts it down. He's like, are you happy now? Guy pulls the ski mask off, and it's her husband. He looks at her and says, now, was that so hard? Now, much as you, I'm howling at this point. And this is the reason when I tell that joke, it's still this guy's joke, is I'm howling, I'm stomping my foot on the ground like I do when I'm laughing. I'm losing my mind. And I look over, and her mother's just staring me down. At this point, I realized that we are with her family, and I forgot this. And I look over at her dad for what I'm assuming is going to be literally an ass beating, and he's laughing harder than I am. I start howling, and all I can say is, like mother, like daughter! Thank you very much, guys.